Good evening, Professor. My name is Michael Egarewa, and this is my oral video presentation on the assignment research proposal using capability approach. This is my presentation outline. I'll start with introduction and thereafter do an overview of the proposal topic that I've chosen, which is community well-being assessment. And then I'll talk about my statement of problem, methodology and research, expected outcome, and thereafter the conclusion. So capability approach was founded or discovered or formulated by Amartya Sen, and it's a theoretical model for evaluating the well-being of an individual or a group of individuals. It says here, according to the work of Dutta 2019, it says well-being is determined by what people can do and become. For example, being nourished, being literate, or having good health. Well-being is not determined by the resources around an individual or group. Resources are intermediate outcome. They are not the final outcome. While well-being ought to be the desired outcome. So well-being here is referred to as functioning in this model. It says also that individual uses real opportunity they have to achieve well-being that they can become. Real opportunity in this case is also referred to as capabilities. The approach focuses on individuals' ability and freedom to influence the achievement of an outcome of well-being. In this particular theory also, individual freedom to achieve is also referred to as agency. It says the capability approach is significant because it changes the focus of individual and social justice from simply having resources to real opportunity of people living the life that they cherish, the life that they value. For example, the approach is used to evaluate development programs and policies based on their impact on people's capability rather than mere economic growth. So, what is the contribution of Martha Nussbaum in capability approach? She further developed the capability approach to include a list of 10 capabilities that are considered essential for a good life. And they include life, bodily health, bodily integrity, senses, imagination, thoughts, emotions, practical reasoning, affiliation, other species, play, and control over one's environment. It is worth to note that sense work is founded on enhancing individual freedom, while Nussbaum theory is founded on respecting human dignity. So let's look at my proposal, the topic, community well-being assessment of malaria treatment program. The overview. In 2018, a health post, which is a health facility, was built in a Kasa community, malaria-prone community, via the support of the Global Health Initiative and the Ministry of Health in Nigeria. This facility was equipped with malaria medicines and a trained nurse. So one will expect that if anybody is sick in the community of malaria, it should be treated because the commodities are there, the personnel to administer the treatments, they are there. But what did we find out? We find out that even with these resources, many people still come to the health post for treatment at a late complicated malaria disease case state, where some even die, which ought not to be. So capability approach assessment of this program will give us the reason and issues that is making people to not even assess the available treatment that has been given to the community. And the findings will be used to modify the treatment intervention program. So, the program statement. It is not known and to what extent the health post and malaria treatment program in a CASA community impact community members' healthy malaria-free life. Other framework that have been used or can be used, but not the way capability approach will be used. Well, let's see. One of them is the utility approach, which focuses on maximizing the overall happiness of well-being in society, often measured by aggregate utility, satisfaction. In the work of Stern 2022, the title of the article is Well-being, the relationship between utilitarian philosophy and utilitarian maximization. It discovered that there are significant amount of non-rational and irrational choices by individuals, which violates the key assumption in utility approach of rational reasoning and decision-making. And he went further to recommend a more exploration of theories that consider individual economic choices like the capability approach. A second one framework is the resource-based approach, which emphasizes the importance of resources or commodities distribution as the primary means of achieving well-being. rather than capability themselves. In the work of Melona 2019, titled Doing the Right Thing for Future Generation by Developing Resources or Opportunities, a philosophical analysis. What we define is there's a difference between treating people equally in relation to one another commodity or opportunity and treating them as equals. It further went to say that the obligation not to act in ways that jeopardize the capability of future generations to meet their needs require rethinking and expanding what count as point of reference for realizing these needs. This also is where capability approach comes in. So methodology and research design. This is purely a qualitative case study. Qualitative because the data we want to generate, they are all narrative. A case study because we are looking at a CASA community. And by this, it can, whatever findings we get from this can be, whatever findings we get from this can be made to be a representative of what happened in most communities where people are not making use of malaria treatment opportunities given to them or resources given to them. Two survey tools will be used. They will probably be modified to fit the study. The first is the OCAP 18. It's a questionnaire designed to measure capabilities, real opportunities that people have to achieve good life. It is based on capability approach developed by Amartya Sen and Mata Nussbaum. The second is the well-being assessment tool developed by Institute of Healthcare Improvement to help individuals and communities measure what matters most to advance health, well-being, and equity at multiple levels and across topics. It is worth mentioning here that the OCAP 18 can also generate for us some indicators, some information with respect to well-being. The well-being assessment tool, I'm adding that up to give us a broader sense of what the well-being will be in that community. So again, the preliminary findings will be subjected to a focus group discussion. So in other words, we are going to look for prominent people in the community and it will be representative of the community, bring them after collecting all the data, analyzing the preliminary findings will be, we will use it to engage these people in a focus group discussion. What is the essence? Is to dig further the extent to which the responses they've given to us. We want to know more. The extent to which the health post and malaria treatment program is not working 100% in that community. So what are the expected outcomes? In the work of Pelicano et al. 2022, it says instead of solely focusing on access to health post or healthcare, the study can reveal factors like affordability and individuals' ability to even navigate the health post procedure and system. Also, the work of Bellard et al. 2021, the study might reveal that the CASA community have limited access to healthy food option and safety environment, impacting the ability to achieve good and free malaria health. This finding may lead to a holistic approach to this whole treatment of malaria, to consider the interplay of individual, social, and environmental factors that influences health. And thirdly, the finding can guide health promotion effort to empower individuals to take control of their health rather than simply providing information or services. This was gotten from the work of Frasser et al. 2021. And this finding can inform policy aimed at emphasizing the importance of individual agency and the ability for them to make choices that promote their well-being. So what is the conclusion? Number one conclusion, capability approach have helped in shifting focus from health outcome, which is functioning like malaria disease prevalence, to opportunities, which are capabilities of individuals to achieve health outcome, like access to resources, social support, and freedom from constraint. And this work conclusion was drawn from Van de Veen et al. 2023. Then capability approach, according to Robin 2021, it can reveal social, economic, and political structure linked to health disparity in health capabilities. And then finally, the work of Machaka et al. 2025, the revelation can inform policy to address structural inequalities by investing in public development programs of education, housing, transportation, and modifying community-based health initiative. So these are my references, and this brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.